What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm ModestlyQue. First name's LaQuisha, and yes, I go by ModestlyQue because that's the name of my channel, obviously. But anyways, enough of being awkward. I may be like the 1 millionth person to do this review, and I am reviewing for you guys Fenty Beauty, but I'm gonna add a little twist because I know everybody's doing it the same, possibly. So because I have more normal to dry skin, this is what my review is going to be about: how to make Fenty work for dry skin people. So if your skin is dry, I'm going to show you how to use it. I feel like with any foundation, um, matte, soft matte, whatever you want to call it, there's a way around being able to use it for dry skin. So I'm going to show you guys how to use Fenty Beauty foundation for dry skin. So here's what the box looked like. Everything, you know. Let's see. It's cute. I like the little whole spray painted concept. You get all of this little stuff inside. I'm sure you guys done saw like a million reviews already, so that kind of makes my job a little bit easier. We got the lip gloss and the foundation. So this is all I got. I didn't get primer or anything like that because the primer, I heard, is supposed to work for, you know, to give you the best results, I would think, with using a foundation because it's a more matte foundation. I thought, well, maybe I don't really need the primer because my skin is normal to dry. So meanwhile, I got the shade 420 and it looked like it's a match. It's a match. I'm just gonna pop some of this lip gloss on right now. Tell y'all how I feel about it. I like the way it's got this, like, it's not an octagon. I don't know. When I find out what shape this is, I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm liking the shape. It looks very nice and sleek, all of that, you know, but I just want to try it on. Oh yes, oh yes. Ooh. See, this is a black girl's dream. You wanna know why? Because first of all, this is super moisturizing. It smells so good, and it smells citrusy, like, but look how it made my lips look. Like this is like, come on now, big lip girls, this is it. Okay, I knew I was gonna like the lip gloss. That's why I had to make sure I get it. So what you all have been waiting for, I'm gonna prep my skin. I'm gonna go in with the ModestlyQue facial spray. I always forget the name of this. And I'm gonna need to be hydrated because, like I said, I heard that this foundation is like for oily skin, or it's matte or whatever. And I just want to make sure that I am moisturized and all of that good stuff. So what I'm using on my face as a moisturizer is the EMBRYOLISSE, and it's for all skin types. It can also be used as a primer as well. So I'm gonna use this to prime as well because it's like a more thicker consistency, and I need all of the moisture that I can get. So, and then I want to see how the foundation is going to react on top of this moisturizer. So this is my secret into getting like a more dewier look with like matte based foundations. So this is like the key product to getting a more dewier look. Okay, so on one side of my face, I'm gonna go in with a brush, the other side, a sponge. So let's pop this foundation open. Okay, I'm gonna open it from the bottom there. So this is what it comes in, all of that. The packaging is very pretty. Like, this is pretty. I've heard a lot of people say that it's pretty, you know, in videos or whatnot, but to actually have it in your hand is really pretty. Like it's glass, and I'm getting moisturizer all over it, fingerprints, all that. But it's really pretty though. It is. So I'm more of a like squirt it on my face type girl. That probably didn't sound good, but you get the idea. So I'm going to squirt one pump, two pumps, and three. And we're gonna see what that do for now, or does. See what that does for now. I need a mirror, so hold on just a second. Okay, so with this side, I am going to use the brush. You know what is like very interesting? Before I even, first of all, I never went in the store to get my shades, so I really like just looked online to see if what shade would match me best. And I'm thinking that I did a pretty good job. Like, and I looked at a few people online as well, like their videos and everything, just to see. And I think I did a pretty good job. Like, honestly, from what I know, they say like this foundation is supposed to dry down and become darker. And if you guys didn't like notice, I have a dark spot underneath my eye area right here. And I'm just kind of like using more product to go underneath and cover that because this foundation is buildable. So I'm kind of like building up underneath my eye area. Also gonna go over my eyelid. So on the other side of my face, I am going to go in squirting again. One, two, three. You know, kind of just like trying to figure out where I need coverage. And as you can see, I got a dark spot here for my glasses as well. Gonna cover that up and see what happens. So with the sponge, I heard that it picks up the product. So I'm kind of doing kind of like a swiping motion, but not really, just so I don't, so the product is not absorbing in the sponge. So I'm kind of like pouncing it as well as swiping a little. That's good. That's good stuff right there. That's good stuff, baby. I'm so awkward. Because the sponge absorbs the foundation, I went in with a second layer just to see how it builds up. So right off the back, what I want to say is that I think it's better if you go in with a brush first to apply the foundation, and then you know buff it in just to make sure that you're getting a fuller coverage when you like first apply, and then go in with the sponge just to give it like a more flawless and natural look. This foundation is definitely good though. Like I said, I did go in with a moisturizer, which is also a primer, and I think that worked pretty well. This foundation is also a lot closer to my face complexion because my neck is a little lighter than my face, and it's also a little bit lighter than the foundation. So that's why I said the foundation is a lot closer to my actual complexion, like my face complexion or whatnot. But overall, this is definitely a good match. What I would say is that the color that the foundation is when I first apply it is a lot like closer to my neck color. So if I wanted to have my neck color head on, I would probably be able to mix this foundation with another color or something like that, or maybe get another shade that is like a little lighter. But for the most part, I can go in with concealers and everything and just fix that up. It is like a tad bit darker than my neck, which is cool. Like I'm not tripping. But for the most part, it actually looks really good. Like it looks like skin. I know that's what a lot of people have been saying, but it definitely does look like skin. But this is definitely a good buy. So I would definitely suggest that you guys go out and purchase Fenty Beauty if you haven't. But I'm sure everybody has already went out and purchased it because there's a million reviews and everybody was like raving about it. So I did see a lot of reviews from people who actually has dry skin and they tried the foundation. So that's why I decided to like make my review just solely for people who has like normal to dry skin and show you guys how to use this. So hopefully you guys can just, see from my review that it is good and it can be used on people who have drier skin because, ooh, oh my God, y'all. Like, no product is transferring. It feels so good. Like, it actually feels like my skin. This is crazy. But what I can tell is that I can tell that I have placed the moisturizer down, if that makes sense. It's not like it's not an oily feel, but it definitely feels like I did add moisturizer. Girl, my skin looks good. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the rest of my face and I'm gonna come back. So I did go ahead and contour. I used the Black Opal foundation stick. And I think what's important with using a foundation that is matte on dry skin, I think it's important to make sure you're using more hydrating products or like water-based. So I'm gonna go in and conceal with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and this is more like hydrating. So it's gonna really hydrate underneath the eye area. You want to use stuff that counteracts with the actual product that you use. So because the foundation is matte, I'm going to use something more hydrating underneath my eye area just to make sure that I am not drying my skin completely out. And this is also going to help with my color matching overall in my face area because the foundation is darker. So me going in with a more lighter concealer is going to really like balance out my foundation and everything like that. Make little dots on the nose area. Bam, bam, bam. Ooh, it look good. This looks so good, you guys. Like, I am so proud of Rihanna. I think the price point was definitely like great because a girl like me is broke. So I think she did very good at the pricing and all of that. And then also another quick tip for people with drier skin, I know a lot of people like to set their concealer. So instead of like baking, you can actually go in and lightly just apply powder on top and sweep it off. Or just pat the powder like right in. So I'm going to give you guys an example of that. So what I'm going to do is take the powder, which is my Krylon translucent powder. I'm just going to go in and press this powder in underneath my eye. And I love how this gives like a more like airbrush look. So my final thoughts on this foundation, as I said before, the price point is very good. I think that for dry skin, you guys can also use it, but just make sure you're doing a proper skin prep, as I say in like every video. I think it's important that you just make sure you are very moisturized, and the EMBRYOLISSE does that. So make sure you pick this up. If you haven't tried it before, it'll change your life, girl. The lip gloss smells very good. I'm not sure if that's what I'm like constantly smelling, but it is definitely like very pleasant. Very like, it smells like candy and it has like a very citrusy type vibe to it. The foundation looks good though. Like, as you guys can see, you're looking at me, I look like super airbrushed and I'm really feeling it. This is my new go-to for right now. This is my go-to. So I'm like super excited and I heard she's coming out with like more shades and stuff like that. So that is amazing. So if you haven't picked it up because your skin is dry and you're seeing reviews that are like, no, don't get it, I would say try it out. As you can see, it's giving me like a glow from within. I haven't used any highlighters or anything like that. So it looks very like skin-like. So this is a great foundation for if you're going to work and you're going to be there for a full day. You can definitely see like how this is going to work out for you, but it gives you a very natural look, which a lot of you guys look for. So I think that is good. And this is my review on the Fenty Beauty foundation. What is the name of this foundation? Pro Filt'r foundation. It's definitely a nice look. It definitely gives you like that filter like look. So they definitely delivered with that aspect of the description as far as like the foundation title and everything. I didn't go over what the foundation does because like I said, there are so many other videos, but then I'm gonna just go over it because this is like specifically for people with dry skin. So I want to make sure that you guys are like knowing what this is supposed to do and stuff like that. So it's a medium to full coverage for all. So it states that the foundation is for all. So because it's matte though, like everybody felt like they couldn't use it. So that's what I was speaking based off of. A lot of people who had dry skin, like Aaliyah J, I don't think that she was like really feeling it because she was saying that her skin was dry. But I think like if you use a moisturizer, um, and you don't like overset your makeup and stuff like that, it'll work out. It says it's long wearing, light as air, which is very true. And this is just what's on a box. So it's a soft matte foundation, which I think is true too. So it looks more like skin. And I think that's pretty interesting for $34 or 36 or whichever. But it's definitely good. I would like to thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully this video helped you in your decision. I know that it's been out for about 2 weeks now or something, so I'm like super late, but hopefully if you guys are watching, it has helped you in knowing or learning how to apply foundation for your particular skin type. So yes, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.